Google's June 2025 core update just dropped. This Google update is one of the larger Google updates that we cover. This update is rolling out right now, and this may result in your website seeing massive changes in its Google search rankings. This can significantly benefit your website, or it can be disastrous, or some sites see no change at all. The rollout just started, but I will keep you posted on what I see over the course of this update. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss those updates. Stay with us throughout this video to learn more about this June 2025 core update. So what is this June 2025 core update? So a core update is an update that Google would classify as a significant update, where Google does constant updates throughout the year. They don't always announce their updates. When they announce an update, like a core update is being announced right now, that means Google says there's going to be significant changes to their search rankings. It might not affect your specific website, but it will affect a bunch of websites across many, many queries and industries. This June 2025 core update was announced on June 30th at around 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Google said it will take about 3 full weeks to roll out. Google added, this is a regular update designed to better surface relevant, satisfying content for searchers from all types of sites. Generally, we've seen core updates usually be announced and say they're about to take about 2 weeks. We've seen Google announce core updates take a week. We've seen Google announce core takes 4 weeks. We've seen it even with 3 weeks. And sometimes those announcements don't always lead to what actually happens. Google sometimes will roll out the core update much faster than it announced, and sometimes it will take a lot longer. We've seen core updates take several weeks to actually roll out, even when Google said it takes 2 to 3 weeks. But we will keep you posted on when this core update finishes, so definitely subscribe. What's interesting about this core update versus the previous core update, which is the March 2025 core update, is that Google, when they announced the March 2025 core update, they said, and I quote, that core update adds on to work to surface more content from creators through a series of improvements throughout this year. Google didn't really mention that specific thing around creators for this core update. Did Google give up on creators? I don't know. And John Mueller from Google made a little bit of a note on Blue Sky, basically saying that this is one of the bigger updates. He said, if you're interested in tracking bigger search updates, here's more information. Now, it could just reference that core updates are bigger updates in general, or maybe this could be a very, very big core update. I'm not sure. We'll find out when this thing starts fully rolling out. So that is what this core update is about. Now, what could you expect from this core update? Now, you can see a lot of different things with these core updates. You can see absolutely nothing. Probably most sites will see nothing, but a lot of websites will see disastrous ranking declines with this update. Meaning they may have ranked number 1, 2, or 3, and now they're pushed off to page 2, 3, or 4. And they're getting almost no traffic. We've seen this from time and time again from Google core updates and just normal updates. We've seen this with unconfirmed updates. We've seen this with confirmed updates. It could be devastating. Of course, with any website that loses rankings, there are websites that gain rankings. And if you have one of those websites that actually gain rankings, you will do very well with this update. Of course, we have this great decoupling, of course, where Google's showing AI answers for a lot of queries. Yeah, you might rank in the AI answer. You might be in position number 1 below their AI answer. Will that send traffic? Probably not, because really very few people actually click on AI answers. That being said, it is a core update and rankings should significantly impact not just the core web results, but also the AI answers and all these other things around features in the Google search results. Core updates impact pretty much everything you see in the search results. So again, you might not see anything with this core update. You have to wait for the full update to finish being released. Once it's done, you want to go ahead and check your rankings. You want to check your traffic from Google and see what type of impact it had. Of course, we have a July 4th weekend coming up. That's not going to help tracking this. And of course, this is actually rolling out over the course of 3 weeks. So hopefully you'll be able to understand that going forward. The one big question that many people are asking is what happened to more core updates more often? In December 2024, Google had a big search conference at their Zurich office where a Googler announced on stage that we should expect more core updates more often. We only had 2 core updates. Honestly, we're on pace to exactly have the same number of core updates we had last year that we had this year. By this year last time, we actually had about 2 core updates as well. So I'm not sure what is new about having more core updates more often. I think Google wanted to have more core updates more often to probably ease the pain and have things happen faster and faster so people could recover sooner, but that did not happen with these core updates, at least not yet as we're halfway through the 2025 year. I asked Google what's with not having more core updates more often. I did not hear back, but Google did release that June 2025 core update literally less than a week after I went ahead and posted about where are the core updates. I doubt I had any impact on that schedule by just writing a blog post about it, but it does make you want to scratch your head. So how do you recover from these core updates? That's the big question everybody's asking. Write content for humans. Write content that's helpful. Make people better content that they really want to read, that they love on your website. Google's specific advice is around that. Google also says avoid making quick fixes right away. There's no real quick fix you can make that will go ahead and revert a core update for you. It won't work. Quick fixes do not work. And then you have to look at how you can actually improve your content in what Google calls a meaningful way. Google said, for example, it could be rewriting or restructuring content, making it easier for your users and your readers to understand what's going on in your website. Google said only delete content on your site as a last resort. If you think that content is horrible and you don't want your readers reading it, fine, but only as a last resort. And then it could take many, many, many months to see any type of recovery from a core update. You make the change today, you might not see it, you probably won't see a change tomorrow, or even in the coming weeks to months. Sometimes it takes several months, sometimes it takes even years. Google has said once in a while that longer standing issues with content quality and website quality could take longer for you to actually recover from. That being said, again, Google has released their June 2025 core update. We expect this core update to last about 3 weeks. Again, subscribe, I'll let you know when it's done. You could look at your rankings during the core update. Probably you will see the early tail signs of your site and how it's performing with this core update within the first few days. Again, I will have stories about this and I'll track it on almost a day-to-day basis. If we're seeing big swings, I will write about it. If I'm not seeing big swings, I'll probably write about it a little bit later. But you should start to see significant changes with your website, either in a positive way or negative way, probably within the first few days of this core update rollout. If you don't, again, it's just a 3-week rollout, so it might take more time, but usually the trend you're seeing early on with the core updates will last and get even more significant as the core update releases. It's not always the case. Sometimes people get hit towards the end for some reason, never understood why, but generally the trend you see early on with the core update is what you'll see throughout the core update. I just really hope Google doesn't release another spam update or some other type of update during this core update. We've gone 3+ months without any update from Google, any confirmed update from Google. And sometimes Google releases multiple updates during the same update, which makes it almost impossible to track. That being said, I really hope you guys do well with this core update. I really, really wish some of those that were hit by the September helpful content update or the core updates, previous core updates, see a significant boost with this core update. But like I said, with AI answers everywhere, with AIMO becoming the future of search, will it matter for your rankings and for your traffic? I don't know. Good luck, and see you at the next video.